pleased to say we've got some great Time Team news.
Now, I can tell you this.
Many of you have asked us to find a way to bring Time Team back.
This is one of the great sort of debates of archaeology, really.
Well, we think we've found a way of doing this.
That's a major discovery.
What is Patreon?
It's quite extraordinary.
Patreon is a platform where fans can support us and see premium content for a small subscription each month.
I like that.
I think he likes that. He likes that.
There are various levels you can join, starting from as low as £1.25 per week, or about $2. The more subscribers we get, the more research and development we can invest in the next Time Team, and the more new material we can produce. Interviews, behind-the-scenes info, meet the team sections, Q&As and other goodies.
The memories come flooding back.
I had no idea what to expect.
But the amount that gets done in 3 days is staggering.
This was sort of Marks and Spencer's sort of quality, if not even better.
New insights into how the programmes were made.
The best bits get left out, in my opinion.
The dirty, smelly activity, sheep by jowl with pig rearing and all sorts.
Just tell me more, because that looks quite fun.
It's piecing the clues together.
Right.
And that's something that I'm not sure we knew about at the time of making the programme. So I thought that was a really fantastic little bit of information in the report.
I'd be surprised, frankly, if it wasn't.
We'll also be inviting you to ask questions on Patreon. Thank you for sending them in, and we'll see what we can do. What a great suggestion, Matt.
Is it true, as Francis Pryor wrote in his book on Flag Fen?
Whoa, that's a question and a half, that one.
Yeah, we're good at that.
Sarah Jane, you have a question about new tech. It is very exciting. If you imagine a whole landscape in 3D with geophysics data, LiDAR data, photogrammetry, all in a 3D box of landscape which you can move around, fly through, investigate.
Amazingly found this really lovely family who were willing for us to come and wreck their garden for 3 days.
And I was dumbfounded.
Or literally trooped through their house carrying buckets and wheelbarrows and things like that.
And I've never felt so bad about anything I've ever done at work.
The police, the fire brigade, gas, electricity, the Dean.
There was a fantastic, huge explosion.
Boom.
There are all sorts of really interesting complexities going on.
You want to watch an egg cooking on a hypercourse floor.
It is absolutely astonishing.
It's not as simple as you think.
Well, that probably sounds terribly boring.
Time Team really did fill a gap that is now not filled.
Why do you think people should watch it?
Just because of the geophysics. No other reason. That's good enough reason.
It's a tragedy that we can't still be getting these 13 3-day evaluations a year. Somebody has got to do something about it.
And as Sir David Attenborough recently said, when we work together, there is no limit to what we can accomplish.
We'd like to do further investigation, further research. But in order to do this, we actually need your support. And we'd love you to go to Patreon.
The mind boggles what's still there. And we've got to get some vague idea of what's there, because if we don't, what's going to happen is that water levels are going to be lowered, and it'll all vanish, unknown.
And it's a very comforting idea that hopefully later on in the year we'll be back on a site and sharing the process of feeling the past, and hopefully that is a kind of earthing off, literally, in the face of what's happening at the moment.
And if you can support us, then you may well be able to see us live in action, geophysics, digging, drinking. What more could you want in 2021?
We want you to be part of the team, looking over our shoulders as the new programs develop.
Do subscribe on Patreon, do join in, and do become part of Time Team.
Excitedly, we are underway. And with your support and input, this is going to be a very interesting year.
We are lucky to do what we do.
Going to ordinary places, finding amazing stuff.
The resources of Time Team moving in and doing in 3 days what we couldn't do in 3 years.
Which meant that forever afterwards, you just look at a Victorian terraced back garden and can think, what might be there?
It was the only way you could get pure research done on a mysterious site.
It was just like a whirlwind, but what a fantastically fun whirlwind it was.
I've not been told to say this, but it's well worthwhile.